This is going to be video number 70 on your Firearms Defense channel. Now, that's a milestone of sorts because I'm up to video number 70, and when I started this channel I didn't have any idea I'd ever post this many videos. But anyway, this video is going to be mainly an afterthought to the series of 3 videos I posted recently regarding troll killers' comments. Now, the afterthought that I have here that I want to get this message out on is this. Now, it's real easy to react emotionally to things like this. Now, I consider my function as a maker of YouTube videos to be a journalist, and my function mainly is to report things accurately as I perceive them, as accurately as I possibly can, and in that light I analyze what I consider honest differences of opinion in that light and try to analyze these things rationally. Now, that's our number one thing here in America, is we have our Second Amendment rights. Now, these rights are absolutely essential to the security of a republic which we have and the freedom that we enjoy therein. So I would never dispute the fact that our Second Amendment rights are absolutely essential. But there's one other thing that's absolutely essential too in the security of a free state. And that thing is the willingness of the people involved to think critically and develop that ability, the ability to think critically and to analyze things and to, engage in rational thinking and honestly look at differences of opinions and see if there's anything valid in somebody else's opinion. So that's one of the functions I do. For instance, I've spoken about Tim Larkin's target focus training any number of times. I did a whole video on that, and I've done a couple of things that he's talked about. Now, here's the one thing he stresses over and over and over again on all of his videos. Now, you see this guy on his videos, and obviously he can take care of himself. But the thing he stresses over and over and over, he says, there's a difference between antisocial violence, which is what most barroom fights are and things like that, and even playground fights between children and stuff like that. These things are antisocial violence. Like you're at a cocktail party, the neighborhood drunk gets obnoxious, and you and him are, face to face and about to square off, and barroom fights and stuff. That's antisocial violence. Asocial violence is when you're walking down the street and somebody attacks you for no reason at all. You're surrounded by 3 guys with knives and clubs, and your life is on the line. You have no choice but to defend yourself. And he makes a very, very valid difference between these forms of violence. And he talks about any number of times walking away from antisocial violence situations and just absolutely refusing to participate in them. And that's the one thing of value that I've gained from his videos above everything else that he teaches. Now, he teaches you how to hurt people and even how to kill people and how to do all this stuff and do it well, and he's very, very serious about that. And he says, in fact, that when violence is the choice, it's the only choice you have. But he constantly always tells you to walk away from antisocial situations. And that's an example of what I mean about thinking rationally. Now, the other thing about thinking rationally, for instance, I have Mormon friends, and in fact, I go to the Mormon church every Sunday just as a social thing. I'm not an active member of the Mormon church because I don't agree with all of the other things that they teach. But they do have one very valid thing, and that is they don't drink alcohol at all. That's one of the things they don't do. Now, in analyzing this this rule of theirs and this philosophy of theirs, I can see their point, because in looking over my life and all the situations I've known and the situations I've noted where violence has taken place, just about 99% of it has been around where people are drinking, and it's involved alcohol, and people get involved in antisocial violence, and alcohol is involved just about 99% of the time. So I can understand their point, and that's what I mean about the ability to think rationally, and that's what I consider my function as a journalist here in doing my YouTube videos. And I'm going to cut this off right here because I don't have anything else I need to say on here, and I'm going to post this. And thanks once again to all my subscribers and my friends, and YouTube video number 70 here is a milestone of sorts.